Today is January 9th, 2023, and this is your daily Half-Life 3 update. So I was originally going to make a video basically just shitting on Matrix 4 and about how nobody cared about that movie. Uh, and I was about halfway through uploading it when I decided that I would go check out Tyler McVicker's channel and see this video that I saw him upload. Uh, and I'm basically just going to talk about what he said in that video. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what he does or doesn't know, or how he finds out the things he does. I don't know if there's a lot of crossover on our channels, like I don't know if my fans watch uh, Tyler McVicker's channel or not. I don't even know if my fans even like Half Life. Uh, so I don't know how much of this is speculation or whatever, but supposedly there's a chance that HLX is Half-Life 3, or some variation of Half-Life 3. Now, originally there were like three things we thought were going on. There was Citadel, Neon Prime, and HLX. I think come to find out that Citadel and Neon Prime are the same thing. I don't know if Neon Prime is like the official name for it, and maybe Citadel was like the code name or something. I would assume HLX is the code name for it, just like HLVR was kind of like the code name or whatever for Half-Life Alyx. So yeah, Neon Prime and Citadel are the same thing. I don't really understand what Neon Prime is at this point, but that's supposedly supposed to be set in the Half-Life Portal universe. Now, I guess a lot of the stuff that we thought was in Citadel was actually in HLX. Again, this is all what he said. I'm just kind of paraphrasing what he said and what I heard here. Regurgitating this information back. So yeah, there is a chance that HLX is Half-Life 3. Now, we still wouldn't know much about this, if it would be VR or if it would be, I guess, what they call Pancake, which is just like playing it on your PC or potentially playing it on a game system like Xbox or PlayStation, which I don't know if this would come out on Xbox or PlayStation. Did Half-Life Alyx ever come out on like PlayStation VR? Because PlayStation has its own VR, right? Or are they going to or working on it or something? I don't know. Anyway, uh, now what I thought was interesting, and if this ends up like happening, I think it could be a very interesting way, a very exciting way to kind of like a brand new gaming experience that you kind of have never gotten before in a way. He mentions the chance of there being like multiple, I guess, spoilers for Half-Life Alyx here. We know there's kind of like multiple timelines going on here. The Half-Life Alyx stuff isn't technically canon or part of the main Half-Life story. It's like an alternate timeline for the G-Man to do some stuff or whatever, to mess around in there with Alyx. That didn't come out right. So I, there's talk about like co-op stuff in a way. So what I'm kind of envisioning here uh, is like two, technically three ways of playing the game, right? You could play in VR as Alyx, and you would have AI controlled Gordon Freeman tagging along with you, being mute, uh, while your player Alyx character will say lines of dialogue like she did in Half-Life Alyx. And then the second way of playing the game would be on your PC, Pancake, like they call it, flat, whatever. You're controlling Gordon Freeman on your PC, and you have an AI Alyx Vance who's doing all the talking and the dialogue and exposition while your player character is silent, right? So you have a more traditional Half-Life experience on PC, on Pancake mode, playing as Gordon Freeman, and then something more similar to Half-Life Alyx, where you're again playing as Alyx in VR. So that would be like two ways of playing that game, and then with like a third way of playing the game, where it would be like a co-op type deal where you have one person on their computer playing as Gordon Freeman, and then you have a second person in VR playing as Half-Life Alex, and you kind of do the story together. I think if that's what it was, which, I mean, if that's what it is, which who knows if that is going to be at all what it's going to be like. I have no idea. That would be pretty cool. That would be that would really be an extremely unique gaming experience. I don't know of any game that would do something like that. I highly doubt there's any game that has done something like that. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know every game, but yeah. So that would be extremely interesting if that was how it worked, and that would be good for me, right? Because then I could play it in, then I could play it on uh, on 2D mode, right? Because I wouldn't mind playing it on VR. I guess I would have to break down and buy VR somehow for Half Life 3, but I wouldn't want to play it. I wouldn't want to experience Half Life 3 through Alex. You know, I would want to be Gordon again. And that's nothing against Alex as, you know, a character. I would want to be Gordon again because that's the character that you he's the important character. Let's be honest. You know, he's the important character. It's not Alex or Barney or Eli or Isaac or Mossman or what was that one Vortigaunt's name that was like friendly and chilling in New Black Mesa? I can never remember if it's East or West. I should know that, but I don't. Uh, Shit, I should know his name. I don't know why I'm thinking about this. So yeah, I guess there's a chance that uh, HLX is in fact Half-Life 3. That doesn't mean it'll actually come out. You know, this is Valve we're talking about here. I think this would be their third time working on Half-Life 3 if that's true, which their third time working on Half-Life 3, third time's the charm. Cuz from my understanding of it, they were at one point working on Half-Life 2 Episode 3, and then they abandoned that, and then and then at another point they started working on Half-Life 3, and then they abandoned that. And so this would be their third attempt at making Half-Life 3. I don't even know if any of... Look, I don't know if anything that I've said in this entire video is true, okay, guys? Like, I'll be completely honest. Like, this could have been 100% bullshit, and I wouldn't know right now. I wouldn't know. I mean, it very much looks like Neon Prime is a game that's going to be coming out. Probably. Like, I'm like 75% sure that that's going to happen. So yeah. And that has been your daily Half-Life 3 update for January 9th, 2023.